4,500 years ago, at a time when the pyramids of Egypt were rising and the kings of Mesopotamia were fighting for power, a civilization emerged in the East that was not known for war nor for legendary rulers. It was orderly, quiet, and far more advanced than we usually imagine. Its name was the Indus Valley Civilization. Even today, we still cannot read its language, and we still do not fully understand why it disappeared. The Indus Valley Civilization reached its height around 2600 BCE, in a region that now includes parts of Pakistan and northwestern India. Its great cities, Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, stood as symbols of a different kind of greatness. Their streets were laid out in a precise grid pattern. Houses were often 2 stories high. Almost every home had access to a bathing area and a connected drainage system. Yes, more than 4,000 years ago, there were cities with carefully planned sewage systems at a time when many later civilizations would still struggle with basic sanitation. This was not just a city. It was a complete system of urban engineering. And yet, this is where the story becomes truly unusual. In Egypt, we find pyramids. In Mesopotamia, we see massive ziggurats, monumental statues, royal tombs, and grand palaces. But in the Indus Valley, no enormous royal palace has been discovered. No lavish royal tomb has been found. There is no clear image of a powerful king carved into stone. So who ruled these cities? Were they governed by councils? Did they create a more balanced social structure? Or was their form of power something we have yet to understand? The silence of the archaeological record is one of their greatest mysteries. The Indus Valley was not isolated from the world. Archaeological evidence shows that they traded with Mesopotamia. Seals discovered in Mesopotamian sites suggest that goods from the Indus region were exported across long distances. They used standardized weights and measures, precise and consistent across cities. This level of uniformity reveals an organized economic system, not a loose collection of tribes, but a connected network of urban centers. At its peak, this civilization may have supported more than 1 million people, an astonishing number for that era. One of the greatest mysteries of all is their script. Hundreds of small stone seals have been found, engraved with strange symbols, unlike any fully understood writing system. For over a century, scholars have tried to decipher these signs, but they have not succeeded. There are no long texts, no bilingual inscriptions, no Rosetta Stone to unlock their meaning. We know their cities, we see their streets, but we cannot hear their voice. Their technology was remarkably advanced. They produced standardized bricks with precise proportions. Their drainage systems were carefully sloped for effective water flow. They built public water reservoirs and large communal structures, such as the Great Bath at Mohenjo-Daro, a carefully engineered waterproof construction that required sophisticated planning and knowledge. Such achievements would have demanded advanced understanding of mathematics, organization, and collective effort. Yet no written scientific texts have survived to explain how they understood their world. Around 1900 BCE, signs of change began to appear. Cities started to shrink. Construction standards declined. Some urban centers were gradually abandoned. What caused this transformation? Theories vary. Some researchers suggest that the Indus River changed its course. Others point to prolonged droughts and climate shifts. There may have been population pressures or the movement of new groups into the region. but there is no clear evidence of widespread warfare or sudden violent destruction. It does not appear to have been a dramatic collapse. Instead, it seems more like the slow dimming of a once bright light. Recent scientific studies suggest that significant climate change may have played a central role. If this is true, then the Indus Valley Civilization may have been one of the earliest great societies to fall victim to environmental crisis. History sometimes offers warnings. We simply do not always listen. The Indus Valley Civilization, without legendary wars, without arrogant rulers, without gigantic monuments built to glorify a single name, was nevertheless one of the most organized and advanced societies of the ancient world. They built cities, they designed systems, they participated in long-distance trade, yet their voice faded into silence. Perhaps some of the greatest civilizations are those that did not shout the loudest. Perhaps their true strength lay not in spectacle, but in order, in knowledge, and in balance. And if one day their script is finally deciphered, humanity may be forced to rewrite a part of its own history.